Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make the corset. If you haven't seen the earlier video, I have a video on how we made the panel pieces. I hope you already have yours, and let's get into it. First, we're going to fold our fabric into two right sides facing. This is the fabric I'm using, it's kitenge. Then we'll take our pieces and pin them down onto the fabric. The first panel is going to be on fold because we don't have that center seam on the front bodies. So pin that on the fold. You don't need any allowance there, just pin it on the fold. Once you're done pinning the first panel, pin the second panel. Make sure you leave enough space for seam allowance. Our seam allowance on each panel is 0.5 inches.
Oh my God!
Be careful, I really hurt myself here with the pins. Try to make the lines parallel to each other on each pattern. Pin the rest of the panels, leaving at least 1 inch space between each of the panels for seam allowance. So this is the final product. This is what it's going to look like once you're done. Then you're going to mark 0.5 inch seam allowance around each of the panels. I try to make the video as detailed as possible so that you can see exactly how I'm doing it. And remember, if you don't like the results of what you're doing in the beginning, that's okay because you're a student. Allow yourself to be a student. If something doesn't work out, don't be frustrated. And even if you're frustrated, it's okay, but keep going. Don't let it discourage you. Because at first, we are all students before we get good at whatever it is that we're doing. So take your time and be kind to yourself. I'm going to do the same, adding 0.5 inch seam allowance around all the patterns. Once I'm done, I'm going to cut out all the panels at the lines we made for seam allowance. And remember, A is on fold, so A will only be one piece. So you have A, B, C, D for the front. For these kinds of patterns, make sure you're marking everything because it's so easy to get confused and to keep sewing the wrong thing to the right place. You'll end up joining A to D or A to C. So make sure you're marking each so that you know exactly where what goes. Whatever we did for the front, we're going to do for the back. We'll just pin the panels for the back on our fabric folded right sides facing. But this time for A, we are not going to pin it directly at the edge because the back panel is going to be 2 pieces and not 1 like the front. Then I'm going to add our seam allowance as usual, 0.5 inches all round all the patterns. And cut them out. This will leave us with 4 panels for the front and 4 panels for the back. And we'll have 2 pieces of the fabric per panel. Because remember, we put our fabric on fold so that we can have 2 pieces each. Remember to label as usual. Next, we are going to cut out our lining. For this one, I opted for black. Again, 2 pieces just like we did on the front. So we have 4 pieces per panel apart from A front. A front will only have 2 pieces. 1 lining, 1 fabric. Here I'm going to show you how we are going to attach these panels together. So A will be at the center, then B on either side of A, then C, then D. A, B, C, D. So that's how you're going to attach them when you get to your sewing machine. And for the back, we'll still have the same, but A will not be on fold, just like we cut it. The same order we did for the front is the same order we are going to use to stitch for the back. A in the center, B, C, D, but A this time will have 2 pieces. Join your pattern pieces progressively. We've done A, B, C. Now we add D on either side at the edges. Remember, D is what is closest to the side seam. Then we are going to join the back pieces the same. Remember, these are going to be 2 separate pieces, A, B, C, D and A, B, C, D for the other side. Here are our back pieces. So I'm going to join the front and the back fabrics and lining at the side seam. There's going to be one long fabric with the back and the front attached together. We're going to do the same for the linings and join them together at the top and at the bottom. Make sure you press your seams open so that the fabric can lie flat. Here we're going to make some snips to ensure that the top curve curves really nicely and is not too bulky. Then I'll also stitch the sides, but on one of the sides I'm going to leave a gap that I can use to turn our corset right sides out. Because right now the side that's on the outside is the wrong side, but we need the right side on the outside. So we need a gap to turn our fabric inside out. So I'm going to put my hand through the gap we left and turn the fabric inside out and press the edges. Make sure all the seams are nice and flat. All we have left is to add the zipper. I did that off camera, and this is our final result. It came out really well. I really like it. The zipper gave me a bit of a hard time, but eventually I succeeded. This is what it looks like. I really like the way the patterns are playing on the fabric, and I tried it on with my favorite pair of black pants and it looks really cute. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.